Hi everyone, bit of a saving issue today, so I'm going to try and do the day 9 recording again. Welcome back to Law with Don't the Law Guy, and we're a day early with day 9 of the Case a Day series, 2 recordings in one day. With today's second recording, I'd like to do a 2-for-1 special and finish covering how the actus reus of a criminal offence can be committed by way of an involuntary act with reference to 2 cases, Winzar v Chief Constable of Kent 1983 and R v Larsonneur 1933. As stated in the video for day 2 where I covered R.V. Gibbons and Proctor, I stated how the physical part of a crime or actus reus means the guilty act, and is usually committed via a positive voluntary act or a willful act. I then went on to state how the actus reus can be committed by way of a state of affairs crime or an involuntary act, and even by way of an omission, provided there is a duty to act. An involuntary act, or involuntariness, is another rare way in which the actus reus of a criminal offence can be committed. This covers situations which are similar to that of a state of affairs crime. However, here the defendant hasn't entered into the situation voluntarily. In Winzar v Chief Constable of Kent, there was a defendant brought into hospital on a stretcher, and the doctors ascertained that the defendant was simply drunk and asked him to leave the premises. He was later discovered slumped on a corridor seat, and the police were then called. The police also formed the opinion that he was drunk, but it isn't a crime to my knowledge to be drunk in a hospital, and so the police took him to a nearby roadway and charged him with being found drunk on a highway, which he was eventually convicted of. This case also helps illustrate an absolute liability offence, the strongest form of strict liability, which will come up in future recordings, where there was no mens rea requirement here, i.e. the guilty mind, and the actus reus was committed involuntarily. Another case example can be seen with R v Larsonneur 1933, where in this case a defendant who'd been ordered to leave the UK decided to travel to Ireland. Upon arrival, the Irish police deported her back to the UK. She didn't want to return to the UK, and so she returned involuntarily, wherein which she was immediately arrested and charged and subsequently convicted of being an alien, i.e. a legal immigrant in the UK. It was irrelevant that she was brought back to the UK against her will, as the actus reus of this offence could be committed involuntarily. And that's it for today. Thank you from Law with Don't the Law Guy, and I'll see you Monday.